Alright, so I got the cylinder somewhat painted and I am ready to stick it back on. Well, we are. A little help lining everything back up. Like I said, I got everything repacked on it. I got new O-rings I got to put in here. I got to go back to my truck and get them. But got the boards across here. Sawhorses. Did not work last time, so I'm going to put some gloves on and pull that pin out, move them hoses out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and line this thing up and get it put back on there and the pin put back in. Then I can mount these hoses back on here, and then I can start the machine up and move the cylinder out. I've been told that I can do that without it moving the other ones. It just doesn't have any pressure on it. So let's get this pin pulled out and the cylinder mounted on.
Action.
Alright, so we laid the cylinder down on a board here and took the plugs out of both of these and put new O-rings in them. That little $1 O-ring right there can make or break you if it busts or dries out. So put new O-rings on there, and now it's time to put this back on. And those hoses have gotten stiff from being propped up. It's going to be a pain to line back up, it looks like. Well, if I can get one started, it'll be fair game. Yeah, those hoses definitely got straightened out. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Alright, we're going to have to get this started and come back to that because I need his help to hold the camera without holding.
Yeah.
I actually had it. I thought it was cross-threaded and I didn't want to run the risk of cross-threading it, so I had him hold that for just a second so I could get it started, and I've blowed my glove out here. It'll be alright. Get these started right here. It's only 4 of them. And what I can do then is once it's hooked up, is I can start the machine up and Okay, just making sure that one started. Uh-oh, the O-ring fell out the end over there.
Unless it hit the ground.
I'll have to put that back in there. I can start the machine up and run it to get the cylinder to come out, because this thing is completely out of fluid now, the cylinder. So it's going to take a couple gallons. I'm actually probably going to have to put some in the machine to top it back off. The paint has got it stuck. And once the cylinder fills up, I'll tighten them back up when I get this one on. A little, here we go. Sure that's cleaned off real good. Oh, let's get a new rag.
You want to use the whole bag now?
That's fine. I'd much rather use a whole $4 bag of rags and have a little piece of dirt stuck in there and it not get a good seal and leak. So I get this on here. Should be able to start it up then. I can rehook my strap and get her lifted back up there and stuck on. I think I gotta put I gotta look. I can't remember if the shim was on the inside or the outside of the cylinder. It is a tight fit. All right. Well, we should be able to start the machine up now. Oh yeah, I got to put this clamp back on. Let me do that real quick. This holds the hoses to the cylinder, and then I can go ahead and start the machine up. Let this cylinder fill with fluid and extend it out. I'll measure that one and just kind of get it close, then I'll pick it up and go ahead and get it set up there. We'll get it pin tap back through. So I'm going to start it up, got all the hoses hooked back up, and let the cylinder get some pressure in it. There's the pressure in it. 28.5. Yeah. A little bit more. We ought to maybe pick it up. I think it's just the fluid bypassing it. How much more you need? Oh, everybody needs 7 inches. Wonder if I hit the boom. Might have if I put it in gear. What I did was I went and measured the other one. Is that good? And I pulled a tape measure on that one. I got this one. It was leaking out because I didn't have it in gear, which makes no sense. So put it in gear and it won't come out. So we'll hook a strap around it and go ahead and lift it up. See if I can't get it lined back up and tap that pin through. So I took the backhoe and picked it up. I gotta start it up and suck the cylinder in just a little bit, and he should be able to slide it up on there. So we'll find out here real shortly. Alright, so that went back on there just as good as you could ask for, surprisingly. I'm going to put the locking coupler and bolts back on here. This keeps the cylinder from falling off, which is a good thing. And it's just two simple bolts that go through there and have mile-long threads on them. It's got two of these, and then all I have to do now is attach the grease line back to it. Oh yeah, I also got to put that grease line in the bottom there, bottom of the cylinder. I took that out. I like to take everything I can off, that way when it's at the repair shop getting worked on, or rolling around the truck there, it doesn't get broke off. And I'll put the wrench socket on these and get these nice and tight. It doesn't have to be incredibly tight, because that second nut will lock in there and keep it from moving. And hopefully this will take care of that problem of the leaky leak. Alright. The grease line goes right there. Wait a minute, I did that backwards. I got to screw this side in first, because it doesn't swivel. Kind of hard to screw something in that doesn't swivel. This is going to be a pain in the ass to get lined up. There we go. You put a grease line, it runs down to the boom, so it's a little safer to grease, that way you don't have to reach all the way up here. I'll get this greased up nice and good before I use anything, since they power washed every bit of grease off of it. Alright, and this is done. Looks like it's going to be good. All nice and clean. Job well done.